So we are talking about linear lines, which are straight lines. So if you just want to call it normally, we'd call it straight lines. But in maths, they use the word linear sometimes. So we're looking at the Cartesian plane. So the Cartesian plane is just the set of axes. Okay, so they may call that Cartesian plane. It doesn't really affect if you remember the name or not. Okay, so when you get given a point, so see here, you're given a point, they always give you the x value first. So if you look down, can you see that's on the x line, the 3? And then they give you the y value next. So if I have to say, so say for this, if I was writing this one down here as a coordinate, you can see they put the x first and the y second. If you can't quite remember, it's alphabetical order, yeah, x and y. So when we're asked to plot a graph, so you might get given a table of values. So that's like here. So what they're actually telling you when they give you a table of values, they're giving you all the points. So they're saying when x is 2, y is 3. So you can see along here, that would have been 2, and then here's 4 and 6. So you can see they've popped in the points there. Pretty easy. So let's go to the next page where we're going to do an example. All right, so when they give you a table of values, they'll give you a rule to follow. So this is the rule, okay? So to find what this one equals, the y, you're going to use that rule. And wherever you see x in the rule, you put that number there. So if you have a look, so the rule is y equals 2x minus 1. So everywhere I put x, I'll put a -1 because that's what the table's saying for me to do. And then write the rule. So what's 2 times -1? That'd be 2. And then you minus another one, which would be -3. So that's what goes in there. Okay, so if I did another one, I'll do this one in another colour. So this one's y value, because x is 0, everywhere I put x, I'll put 0. So what's 2 times 0? It's actually 0. And then you've got -1, so what will be the final answer there? Good, -1. So -1, that would be how you find that one. And just to help you, so I'll do this last one in another colour. So I'm just writing out the rule, which they said was that. And then everywhere I see x, I'm going to put a 1 this time. So what's 2 times 1 would be 2. -1 is 1. So that's how I found out what those other values were. And now they want you to plot them. So if you look, so if I plot the first blue dot, they're saying x is -1, which is here. And then they're saying y is -3. So there's that first point. -1, -3. If I was plotting the second one, the red one, they're saying x is 0. So I'm going to the 0. And then they're saying y is -1. So there's that next point. 0, -1. Remember, you put the x first. And then the last point, we're saying when x is 1, here, y is also 1 there. So here's the last one, 1 and 1. And then you grab your ruler and you just draw the dots up. Join the dots up. So you grab a ruler and there you go. And you draw your line. And sometimes it's good to write the rule on the line. So we do that. Alright, so a furniture removalist charges per hour. His rates are shown below. Plot a graph of cost against hours. So generally what they do when they give you a table of values, this is generally what your x's are going to be and this is what your y is going to be. So along here, this one will be cost. And along here, we'll put the number of hours. So these are the ones that you might get like in science. They might say the time versus something else. Okay. So what they're saying, remember, if you see that, that's like a coordinate. That's like saying 0 to 100. and that's saying the x is 0, y is 200. So we might have along here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the hours. And then we've got the costs going up. We might just say this is 0. We might say this is 100, or maybe, sorry, we might make that 50. We might go up in 50s. Does it fit? 50, 100. I'm going up in 50s because I think the highest is 400, so we fit that in. Okay, so that first point, I'm going to do this point. If I do that point, when when the number of hours is 0, it costs 200. So it doesn't matter if as soon as the furniture removalists arrive at the house, it's a 200 no matter what. So then if they work 1 hour, it's about 240. So I'm just roughly, sorry, the graph's a little bit off there. So that was this one. When they work 2 hours, it's 280. So that'd be around here. 3 hours, 320, and so on. And then 5, I'm just going to skip to the 5 hour one. When it's 5 hours, it's 400. And then you just get your ruler. Again, line the dots up, draw your line, and you can leave like that. So use the graph to determine the cost of 2.5 hours. So if you go like that, so I'm doing this question, I'm doing this question here. So I'm going to go over to 2.5 hours, which is here. If I go up there, it hits there. So if we go across here, it's about, what, $300, yes? I've read off the graph. And the number of hours a removalist will work for 380. So you go along for 380, which is probably about here. So you go along there, sorry. And then we drop it down. So it's probably going to be, what, something like 4.5 hours. So they're just saying a rough estimate here. So because you're reading off the graph, that's okay. If your graph, if your graph in your books will be better, so that'll be, so we'll say 4.5 hours for that one.